here's the interesting thing is I had this idea, and I remember it back then, that like kids and work don't go together. Like they're separate. They don't mingle. And then when I went to the jungle, and this is well after, this was like after I left my first marriage and my kids were older, they were in middle school and high school. And I went to the jungle and studied with the shamans. And I'm like, the kids are everywhere. The shamans are teaching the medicine work, right? They're doing ceremony, and the whole family is there with all the clients. Nobody's like, they're not like telling them they can't be there. They're with us. And I thought that was so interesting, right? Like they were included. It was a community experience. Yeah, because they're used to being included in all this stuff. So they're used to being around this container, right? And so they didn't act out. They weren't weird. They didn't cause problems. Because they knew they weren't being excluded.
They knew what they were doing. It's important because again, that's what I'm saying. The soul knows. So the kid knows what he's doing, what he's there for. Mom or dad or my elder is working. This is important.
You said something, the soul knows. Yeah, because they didn't lose touch with the earth. They didn't lose touch. They got their christening, if you will, was with the earth, right? And so they're shamans, but their little baby's feet on the ground. This is Mama Earth, does some medicine work for the child so they get connected with their body. The soul gets connected with the body and remembers itself in the body. That they do like a blessing to support that. That's like part of the entire experience of being Indigenous. Because we had some people in our group that had babies, and they brought them carried them all the way up the mountain in their little, I mean, I couldn't have done that after having delivered a month before, but they did that, brought it all the way up to the mountain for the initiation, and the shaman blessed the little baby. But that's what they do for their people all the time.